Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is outfit number 7 of the Spring 10x10 challenge. I'm wearing my chambray button down with my barf sweater on top, my tan cardigan, black skinny jeans, and I started out my day with my rain boots, but I ended up changing into my black Supergas in the evening. I mentioned in one of my recent outfits that, depending on the weather, I would allow myself to bring in certain things that aren't a part of the 10 pieces I've chosen for this challenge, and these rain boots are a perfect example. The day was really gloomy and rainy and windy, and I knew that I didn't want to get either of my sneakers wet, so I pulled out these dark forest green hunter boots. I've had this pair for over 10 years. These are my second pair of hunter boots, and originally I had this bright yellow pair, but because it was such a light color, it had a lot of scratch marks, black scratch marks that I couldn't wipe or remove, and so unfortunately I did have to retire that pair earlier this year. This pair was gifted to me by my best friend Jessica. She'd gotten these for herself through this event that was going on. I forget what it was, but they ended up being too big for her, so she gave them to me brand new, and I have been wearing them ever since. So just if you're watching, these are my one pair of rain boots, and I just really love Hunter as a brand because they're very long lasting. Even my yellow pair I've had for even longer than this pair now, well over 10 years, and they haven't torn, they don't smell. Like, I've tried out other cheaper alternatives, but my feet would sweat a lot in them, and I don't normally have very sweaty feet, and then you can smell the rubber from the rain boots, and that really bothered me. But yeah, my Hunters, I swear by them, and I don't think that I'll have to replace them for, a very, very long time. Hopefully never. So back to the outfit. If I had to give it a name, I would call it I'm running out of ideas and it's really cold, because it honestly feels like I grabbed everything and I just layered. So currently I'm wearing 4 layers because underneath my button down I do have my white tank from Madewell. When I woke up this morning, I knew that I had a hair appointment to chop my hair off. This was kind of unplanned, by the way. I was supposed to just get a trim, but anyway. The hair salon I go to is about a 10-minute walk, but I didn't want to be late, so I was very briskly walking, and by the time I got there, I was really, really hot. So since it was a Tuesday, I don't teach any classes, so after my haircut, I spent most of my time working from home, and then in the evening, I went out to date night with Brandon. As for my thoughts on this outfit, it is hands down my least favorite. Like, I almost borderline hate this outfit, and I think a big part of the reason is that I don't remember the last time I wore a button down underneath a sweater like this, especially one that is oversized. I felt like my clothing was too bulky for my liking, and on top of that I have this cardigan on, and so everything, it just made me feel heavy. I don't know if it looks as terrible as I feel in it, but also this style too, it's just a little bit too preppy for my taste. And so this is not an outfit I would ever want to repeat again for myself in the future. And it was a good learning experience, as much as I'm talking about it negatively right now. I mean, this was bound to happen, right? We're on day 7 of the challenge. I guess I'm glad it didn't happen earlier in the challenge, otherwise maybe I would have felt discouraged to continue. But yeah, I'm just really running out of ideas, and I wanted to create different looks. That was one of my goals, or things I was striving for during this challenge. I'm filming this video days after I've actually worn the outfit, and one thing that I do want to point out is when I got my hair cut, and the reason I went so short is because I dyed my hair 2 years ago, and even though I was getting regular trims, I would still see some of the color, like it would start creeping back up. And so this time around I just asked my stylist to just cut it where she needs to so that the color isn't there anymore. And I wasn't a fan of how my hair was styled, and on top of that, on my walk back home, it was windy and rainy, so my hair kind of got a little bit frizzy and it blew up, and so it made the outfit even worse for me. So that was definitely a big factor. How I felt about my hairstyle along with this outfit, I felt it made me look older, like it aged me in a way that I was not striving for. So when I got home from my haircut, I was really warm, like I am right now, and I changed out of these clothes and I got into my loungewear while I was working. When date night rolled around, I took this sweater off off and I went out just in this, my cardigan, and then I swapped out my rain boots for my black Supergas. Maybe this sounds silly, maybe it doesn't, but I'm such a rule follower by nature, and so for me to be flexible during this challenge, as much as I want to adhere to like the basic guidelines for it, it is freeing to give myself that permission to, you know, take off the sweater if it's too warm or if I just don't feel like myself in it. I did find myself asking myself while I was getting dressed if there really are 3 more days left in this challenge, and I'd love to know if that's where you're at with your challenge, if you are participating. I did get a comment recently about someone saying that it was after maybe outfit 5 or 6 that they felt more confident or that their routine was more streamlined. So I feel like I had a stronger start and now I took a little dip, so hopefully tomorrow I can find something to spark that excitement again. Thank you so much for watching, and one last thing I wanted to mention is that I currently have a list going of all the things that I have been learning throughout this challenge, things I'm experiencing, things I found out that I don't like, and I am planning to share that probably in some sort of list form in a newsletter instead of in video form. So if you are interested in receiving my wrap-up thoughts, I guess, about this challenge, I will have a link down below for you to sign up for my newsletter. I haven't decided on a specific date to send this out, but it will happen after this challenge wraps up. So I thought I would let you guys know now, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!